guys, and welcome to my channel, Blissfully Single Bean. I'm your homegirl Bean, and I'm your blissfully single one. Welcome to my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 3, Episode 2. And let me tell you something, before I even go into this review, you know this season is about to be something, right? It's about to be bananas. And I'm so grateful that this show is coming back because last season, the way that they ended it, COVID just became a big thing. Mel filed for divorce from Martell. So to me, the future of the show was up in the air. But thank God for the OWN and the Carlos King gods, honey. It is back. So let's jump right into it. Before we jump into it, I'm sipping on a tequila sunrise this morning, and we're just gonna go ahead and give a toast to the great list that Love and Marriage Huntsville is. Because I have to say, one of the best, if not, to me, the best reality show on TV because of its authenticity. It is real, man. And the show sticks to its roots. It's that examination of Black successful couples. And I remember when I first started watching the show, I was looking at Martell and Mel like, golly, like as much as I scream and holler about being blissfully single bean and I can do bad all by myself and I don't need a husband, I will say, once upon a time, that Martell and Mel story is all that I wanted. A handsome husband, beautiful children, success, youth, beauty. Like, to me, they had it all. They were everything. Again, the king and queens of the court. But then as you start to watch the show and you go into season after season, you start peeling the layers back and you start seeing the real of the situation. It's like, oh, gold. So I'm toasting to Love and Marriage Huntsville, the greatness that it is, and I'm hoping the show is not diluted with the fakeness or the staging or the overly produced nonsense that we see on a Real Housewives of Lego. So we open up the episode with Marceau and Maurice. They take their sons to this construction site. They're trying to instill knowledge and teachings about the young men, and the young men are steady like, just straight distracted. It was a cute scene and everything. And they're talking about this new project that they want to take on, the Scott Manor. Apparently, the Scotts purchased, was it the Scotts? No. Marceau and Letitia purchased a really big piece of land in their area, and they want to make it some kind of compound or community, not compound. They want to build it into a community for family. I'm like, okay. A friend of mine used to go to school in Mississippi, and he told me Mississippi is set up like that. You find neighborhoods just full of family, neighborhoods that were built for families, which I thought was kind of cool, but I feel like it's going to become an issue a little bit later. But anyway, it was a really cute scene, and what I loved about the scene is just seeing Maurice and Marceau being fathers to their children. Because let me tell you something, a Black man taking care of his kids really should be the standard. But unfortunately, it is not. In fact, where I come from, it ain't no damn standard. It's an exception. Shout out to my baby father. Mel meets with Destiny to get her own place since Martell and all of his bitch acidness does not want to leave their marital home, which I think is very weak of Martell because Mel didn't do anything wrong in the situation, honey. As much as you're trying to gaslight her, we don't buy it. The whole world saw how you were getting down with that side chick. So it boggles the mind as to why Martell is being such a prick about everything. But really, it doesn't boggle the mind. He's just playing those emotional and psychological games with Mel. But Mel's like, you know what? She ain't even playing with Martell. She ain't even going there. Let me just get my own place. And child, do you think I blame her? I do not. So apparently Destiny is a realtor as well. Last season, wasn't Destiny an entrepreneur? I guess entrepreneur holds several hats, but it seems as if Destiny is a real estate broker. The house is gorgeous, honey. As a woman shopping for a house, I was like, oh, damn. The bathroom probably could fit my whole house. No shade, but truly. But I'm looking at all of this house and I'm thinking, all right, it is fabulous. I will not take that from Mel. But isn't this a little bit too much house? Before the thought couldn't even escape my head, Mel got me all the way together, hun. Mel says her divorce from Martell is an upgrade. And why should she downgrade where she lived with Martell when she's in an upgrade season of her life? Hallelujah. I said, all right, Mel, you got me. You better do you with your fabulous self. I am here for what Mel is giving me because Mel's energy has shifted. You see that she's made a decision, she's at peace with the decision, and she's doing what she has to do, which is moving on like Maya. Shout out, girl. Love you. You need to come out with some new music. Mel discusses with Destiny that Martell wants full custody of the kids. Full custody. Why do you clowns always go there? Because my ex did the same thing. When we got to going back and forth, the card that he thought he had in his back pocket was filing full custody for my kids. And what made my situation is my ex enlisted the help of my sister to try to get my kids taken away from me. But child, I digress. I'll leave that for another video. But it just boggles the mind, the same book of crap, the same book of bullshit that you guys read from to try and check us or to try and control us. Well, I'm going to file full custody. And Martell is really looking like a whole clown out here because the last episode, he was bitching and complaining to his mama how he has all these kids and he needs some help and he needs a nanny, but you want full custody, yo, of 4 kids. All right, child. With the baby by the side girl. Come in. Miss me. Martell has proven himself to be lower than a damn snake's belly. Martell is just as low as they come. But you know what? Let me pull back because I got some coming for Martell and his bowling ball head ass. So then Destiny brings up the fact that Martell, on his Let's Bash Mel tour, stopped by Destiny and her man LeBarrick's place to have a conversation. And Destiny says, well, Martell was insinuating that you are seeing someone else. Mel says, listen, I left Martell in April. I left. I'm done. I'm gone. If I'm seeing somebody else, that is my business. Mel did not deny that she was seeing someone else, and I'm all here for it. Mel doesn't owe Martell any kind of explanation about who she's seeing. Very similar to the fact that Martell didn't owe Mel any explanation about dating a side chick 5-6 years into their marriage. You feel me? So Letitia visits Kimmy, and Kimmy makes a lovely lemonade. I mean, the lemonade was picturesque. The lemonade was popping. I saw fresh lemon. It's giving me life. It's giving me juice. But Letitia asked the question that I want to know. Where's the tequila? Yes, Letitia. Letitia, me and you don't get along on several subjects, but yeah, we're grown-ass women raising children up in this era. Don't present me with a beautiful picture of lemonade without something spiked in it. What's wrong with you, Kimmy? Still love you, though. So the two are catching up. I get the impression that with the whole COVID thing, they haven't been able to hang out. Letitia mentions this whole Scott Manor project and explains that it's this community for the Scotts that they're building for their families to live on or whatever. Kimmy is not interested. Kimmy was a single mom like me for a long time. So Kimmy's the type of girl, she's about her business. She's gonna get things done. And really and honestly, she moves at her own speed. She does her. So I get the impression that Kimmy really wants her space, but you can tell this is gonna be a sticking point because they brought the Scott Manor up and Kimmy's buying a few times during the episode. I'm like, all right, this is gonna get annoying, and I really wish that they would respect the woman's decision. She ain't interested. She don't want it. She don't want it. Letitia, and that heavy tongue of hers, mentions how Kimmy is living the life. Oh, girl, you are just living the life. You go to work, you come back home, take a shower, and chill. And then when she says that, I said, this is why I don't like Letitia. Letitia is disconnected from the real world and the realities of what it means to be a mother, a wife, and someone who holds down a 9-to-5 job. Letitia, baby, girl, just because we work our 9 to 5 doesn't mean we have the luxury of going home, taking a shower, and chilling for the whole damn day. Girl, what planet do you live on? We go to work, we do our 9 to 5, 10 to 6, whatever have you. But when we come home, there's a second round of work that needs to be done. My second round of work is making sure dinner is completed, making sure the boys do their homework, making sure we have all our bearings together for the next day. My day does not end until my head hits the pillow. Effectively, as mothers, wives who are working, we're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, sweetheart. Letitia, if anything, you're the one who has it easy. You're home all damn day. Then Letitia mentions how Martell stopped by and apologized about the whole situation with him and Marcel. And Letitia says, well, you know, they're two guys. They can work through it, and they will work through it. And Kimmy said, well, if they can work through it, why can't you and Mel work through it? And I'm like, that really is a good question, Kimmy. I want to know that answer too. But then Letitia says, see, I need you to be loyal to me. And when you ask questions like that, I don't feel like you're 10 toes down for me. And then this is when I had to pause watching the show. Letitia, what is loyalty to you? What is the definition of loyalty? What is the expectation? Do you expect for Kimmy just not to be friends with Mel? Never talk to her because you and her are on the outs? Because to me, Kimmy has been very balanced. She's been a friend to Mel, and her being a friend to Mel, I haven't seen that take away from what she is to Letitia. As a matter of fact, last season, when Letitia's face was cracked, when Mel had her kindly escorted from an event that Letitia wasn't invited to, Kimmy left with Letitia. Me, that's friendship goals. What do you want from the woman? And you can't expect the woman not to mess with Mel just because you and Mel are on the outs. It's immature, it's high school, and it's juvenile. Mel's packing to leave her home. Again, I agree. You can have the house. I have the means. I will leave, and you do what you have to do. But these little psychological games, go play them with your mother, hoe. Don't play them with me. So yes, Mel, I was here for it. Mel's packing up to leave. And her mom stops by, and she's catching her mom up with everything that's going on. And then Mel walks through how Martell dropped the bomb that he's about to have a baby. It was Mother's Day. He had flowers, breakfast set out, a real nice spread for Mel. They end up going to the beach. Kids had a good old time. I wonder what the beaches in Huntsville look like. I'm imagining lovely. So they come back home, and Martell lets her know that he's expecting a child with that cum guzzler that he was taken up with all the 5 years of their marriage. And what's interesting in this scene is that Mel's voice is very matter of fact. Her voice is not breaking. She's articulating this to her mom in a way that is devoid of emotion. She's not gonna cry. She's not gonna break down. And looking at her energy, I said, okay, Mel, you are right there. I recognize that energy with my own life because me and my ex, my children's father, was break up, make up, break up, make up, break up. And in between that break up, make up is all this emotional turmoil. He started seeing someone else. I wanted to die and shoot myself. I ended up being the side piece for him and his girlfriend. It was a whole ass mess. But when I got to the point when I'm like, I am done, and I was truly done with him, there was no emotion there. There was no emotion. Oh, we're done. Is he seeing someone? Oh, that's cool. Because now we're at a point where this is now in my past. Now I have to focus on me and my kids and getting everything situated so that we can live a balanced life without you. I saw that in Mel, and I said, hot damn, Mel is exactly where she needs to be. I'm so happy for Mel. And there's no turning back for Mel. Mel is not going to stop these divorce proceedings. She's done. Martell meets with his broker. Martell's working on this big real estate project. $35 million, honey. That's, ooh, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. That's word on Mary had a little lamb. Martell is out here trying to make this money. The project he's working on is called the Holt Manor. I don't know what's up with these Holt Manors and Scott Manors, but child, he walks into this meeting with his broker that we later come to see is not just a business partner. He must be a friend because he knows all the tea. But when these two men are talking, the broker is shooting daggers at Martell. And the broker is giving me, Martell, you's a bald-headed ass clown, right? The broker is not here for the BS. And like everybody else this season, he's calling Martell to the carpet. So Martell goes in by saying he's excited about the project. Martell suggests that Marceau should be the general contractor. And this is when I knew the broker had to be friends with them. The broker says, Marceau? Oh, so now you and Marceau are friends again? The broker's like, man, if you don't get the hell out my face with this. I said, broker, bring it, bring it, bring it. And Martell can tell the energy is off with the broker slash friend. So Martell's like, what's going on? Why are you looking at me like the clown that I am? Broker said, let me tell you something. The development company does not want to do business with you because of your personal life and the messiness of your personal life. Of course, Martell, who doesn't own a damn thing, does not understand that his character flaws are seeping into a big development deal. Martell, how you gonna have a development? The Holt Manor. When we think about the Holtz, Martell, we think about you and Mel. You can get every whore from Huntsville to Canada pregnant. At the end of the day, when we think of Holtz, we think of Mel and Martell. And that's what the developers are thinking. He said they're putting $35 million into this project and they don't want you to be the face of it anymore. I said, oh shit. Well, damn. This is what's really sad about this season, and as we delve deeper and deeper, Martell is losing it all because of his fuck shit, because he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. I don't know if it's a lovely or sad thing to see, but child, let's move on. So Martell is copping a plea. We'll work through it, and for instance, I'm at full custody. The broker started laughing. So Martell's broker slash friend clearly thinks Martell is out of his mind, asking for custody, and tells Martell that's really an asshole move on your part. Martell says, no, I just don't want the kids to be around all of that and Melody's anger. And the friend was like, were you thinking about that when you cheated on Melody? I said, oh shit. And then Martell said, were you thinking about that when you cheated on your wife? I said, Lord have mercy. I said, oh, now all y'all cheaters. But Martell, you are still playing yourself, because something tells me that your friend, despite his indiscretions, he was not the coward that you are. I have a feeling that he owned his nonsense. And instead of going around gaslighting his wife, throwing his wife under the bus, making it seem that his cheating ass was a victim and not his wife who was cheated on, I feel like he owned it and he moved on, Martell, unlike you, ho. And the real sticking point for me in this whole exchange were Martell and that damn broker friend of his. And broker friend, I see that I'm going to see you more in the season, and I'm actually here for it. But then Martell goes, Mel provoked me to cheat. I said, man, if you don't shut your dumb ass up, are you kidding me? Mel did not provoke you to cheat. You cheated because you wanted to cheat on your wife for 5 years and bring an illegitimate child into the situation. You feel me? Please understand, Martell, the difference between provocation and intent. You intended on cheating on the woman. You've always intended on cheating on the woman because you're a narcissistic sociopath. So don't act like Melody woke up one day, kicked your ass out and say, go fuck someone else for 5 years. Because really, that's not how it went down. Just when you think Martell cannot sink any lower, here we are in the damn gutter. The season's going to be triggering. Letitia talks to Marceau about Kimmy's disinterest in Scott Manor and Kimmy's loyalty to her. I don't care. It's apparent that Letitia hasn't grown from season 2 to season 3. That messy ass mother of hers, Mama Tongue, aka messy ass Miss Wanda, walks in, and just as Marceau's spirit is bothered to the depth of his soul, so is my spirit. I don't like that woman. I think she is a sorry excuse for a mother. I think, yes, she is good for TV, but she's intolerable, she's ignorant, she's illiterate, she's messy. If we can think of more adjectives from how much I disdain Miss Wanda, just drop it down in the comment box. But every bad thing that I feel in this world, Miss Wanda summarizes it. She sums it up. So she walks in, come to find out she's been married, but she's seeing somebody else on the side. I said, oh, you steady up in your daughter's marriage and your daughter's business, but your marriage is on the rocks? All right, mama, I got it. She sits her plump behind down and starts barking orders about, Marceau, you better not be cheating like Martell, and birds of a feather flock together. So obviously the mama starts gossiping about the Holtz, because obviously that's all the mother talks about, the Holtz. Where is any of this her business? I don't get it. And the fact that Letitia does not have the mental capacity or backbone to tell her mother to shut the hell up and stay out of her friends' business, her circle's business, boggles the mind. Although my mother was a respectable Christian woman. My mother would never get involved in all the fool-la-la, the foolery, the tomfuckery. My mother didn't care about my issues because she had her own issues and life to live. You understand me? Different generations. Sabine, if you're beefing with your best friend, you're beefing with your best friend. But I'm going to Bible study on Tuesday, and really that's how mothers should be. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, another season with Mama Heavy Tongue. Last scene, Mel is settling into her home, and Mel is playing basketball. She has her athleisure outfit on, which I noticed she's rocking a lot, but I'm guessing maybe because of the snapback, she has the workout clothing on a lot. But she's having fun with the kids, and it's freeing. And she says, listen, not having to deal with Martell and his nonsense has been so freeing for me. And I can identify with that free feeling, because when I finally broke it off with my ex, I went to the beach with a bottle of champagne, and when I tell you, my heart was so free. And when Mel said that, like, it brought me back to that feeling on the beach. I'm single, my heart is free. I don't care who you're messing with. I don't care what situation you got going on. The fact of the matter is I am free, and I don't have to be burdened with this emotional turmoil. So I'm sitting here like, girl, shoot the 3-point on your son. Shoot the 3-point on your daughter, girl. Have your fun. Then here come Martell popping the hell up. I said, what the hell? Mel said, I had to give Martell my new address because we're co-parenting. But bruh, if you're gonna show up, you have to give me a call. So here Martell goes, popping up. As soon as you see Martell walking, I know my energy shifted, and Mel's energy obviously shifted, because Martell said to the kids, go inside because I see your mama's about to curse me out. Again, painting Mel as the bad guy when you popping up at her house without a call makes you the aggressor. But I digress. They get to talking, and really, I don't care about this scene. I don't care about this scene because it's more of the same bullshit. Martell accuses Mel of cheating. He says the reason why I started seeing her is because you cheated on me, which I absolutely do not agree with. If Mel did cheat on Martell, it was in response to him running around all of Huntsville with that cum dumpster that he's calling future baby mother of his. So Martell, please miss me with that. They go back and forth. Mel is like, oh my God, Martell, you are lying. Mel is ready to punch him in his throat, and I am here for it. Girl, if you don't get his ass, I will. It gets ugly. The producers have to come out, separate them. Mel's trying to go inside, but Mel still has that fire like, Martell, use a lie, Martell, use a lie. Mel says, I don't want you no more. Martell says, I don't want you either. And he walks off and goes into his car. And what's so significant is that as he's walking to his car, I'm reading his body language. His head is down. He's dejected. He's slowly unraveling that emotional control that he had over Mel, that we're a power couple in Huntsville. You can't possibly want to divorce me. That power structure that he had where he can have a relationship with the other woman for several years. And for the record, I'm not addressing her by name. The only name that I'm going to give her is cum dumpster or cum guzzler. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch my video. But yes, with that one, he had a situation with that one while having his trophy wife, who I think really built their empire, because Martell does not come across as someone who is intelligent or even driven. You know what I mean? But him walking back to his car, you see that everything is falling apart. Everything. Mel's eyes are opened. She doesn't want any of it. She knows you're having a child and she doesn't care. She just wants out. She wants her space. She wants to be a good mother to her kids. And she wants to keep getting that bag. And I'm not mad. That was it for my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. When I tell you it is going down this season. If you like my review, please like, comment. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Let's rap and talk about it. My next install on Beans moving to Atlanta will be up soon. The next vlog is selling the house, which is a lot more annoying than I thought it was. I thought as the seller I would be chilling, but you're really exchanging one set of anxiety for another set of anxiety. So look out for that. And other than that, I will see you guys next week for my Love and Marriage Huntsville review. And also, please stop by my blog, blissfullySingleBean.com. It's really my lifestyle blog about being a single mother. You know, I got cocktail recipes, I got food recipes, and reflections on my life, where I've been, and, you know, where I'm trying to go. All right, so you guys have a wonderful Super Bowl weekend, and eat up, drink, and be merry. We'll get back to the gym on Monday. Peace out, guys. Bye.